keep my logo out.
You keep it on. What's up, everybody? This is Peeling the Banana with your host, Bruno Nomadova. And we have a special guest today. My good friend, Garrett Yrigoyen. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, dude. I'm excited to be on here with you, firing it up.
Hell yeah, man. Welcome to the No Filter Network where everything's unfiltered, dude. So let's have a ball, man. Let's fire it up, as you like to say, dude. You never started saying that until I went to the wedding and I found that out. Because when we met back in 2010, you weren't saying that.
It just hit me one time when it was like, hey, let's go. And I was like, let's fire it up. And now look at, we're here peeling the banana.
Yeah, that's right. We're peeling the banana. We're firing it up. But technical difficulties. We're good. But did you start saying it because you got into firefighting?
No, I've said it. I probably said it off and on. Shoot. A little bit after we first met. I was saying it, especially like fishing, dude. Like when the bobber goes down, fire it up. When the birds flying, I'm out hunting, fire it up. Hey.
Dude, great tagline. I think you need to start making shirts.
Yeah, I need help.
I mean, dude, ever since that Bachelorette season 14, you got that huge-ass following. Man, you can be making so much money through your socials now. Just make some Garrett Yrigoyen fired up gear.
Hey, we need some fired up gear to happen.
I mean, tell the fire department to help fund that.
I don't know if they would.
It's a way to rescue people. How about that? Tell them it's for the people.
That's right. We got to light it up for them. Get it going. Fire it up.
Keep the safety going over there. I mean, I don't know what you guys are doing. It's cold in Reno, right? So, like, there's no fires unless someone's dangerously playing with some matches.
Hey, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of fires in the winter still.
Oh, man. What, just reckless people and maybe some, like, electrical wires and telephone poles?
All of it. Yep.
All the above. So what
fires.
Dude, so what made you get into firefighting? Like, honestly, man,
yeah.
What was the starting point?
I would definitely say, I enjoy helping people, and that's like tagline is like enjoy helping people and being around people. But I would say just the camaraderie and the team. I miss that aspect of things, and I like working with my hands. I grew up in agriculture with my dad being a farmer, and I just love the aspect of using your hands, being around people that are like-minded, in terms of like a lot of people have an athletic background. They all like working with their hands. They like charging fires. They like adrenaline. They like helping people. We all have hobbies outside of work, whether it's fishing or hunting or some sort of sports. Everybody comes from like a sport. I'm getting into ice hockey now. I got all my gear. Dude, I'm trying it all, but it's a lot of fun. So you meet people from all different walks of life, and I love that it's my career is being able to help people fight fire. We have a wet team, so I could get in the water and do specialty stuff, tech rescue with ropes, hazmat, all that. You name it, man. It's like every day is different. It's a blast.
Man, that's exciting. I mean,
am I convincing you to be a firefighter?
Bro, you have no idea how many times I've thought about it, just because everyone's like, so what are you going to do after baseball? Like, I get asked that question multiple times yearly, and I never know when my last year of playing baseball is, and I'm always just getting asked, so what are you going to do after? What are you going to do after? It's like, I don't know, and the more the finances just don't come up through baseball, it's like the more I need something secure, but the more my entrepreneur mind is like, nah, fuck it. Like, we're just
you get good benefits, good pay, and then your entrepreneur mindset could still happen.
I know. You can do both because you get days off, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Our schedule is, we work 2 on, 4 off, but we have the option to pick up overtime. So today's been hard, and scheduling stuff is because I try to work as much as possible, because that's one of the things, dude. It's like, I love what I do. And when you love what you do, you don't work a day. So
it's just a hobby for you, and you're hanging with the boys. I mean, it's like you're on a baseball team, right? You're at the field, like you're at the field all day.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like you're at the fire department all day.
Yeah, 100%.
And your only enemy.
Together, eat together, all of it.
And your only enemy is really when that alarm goes off. Like it's not having to go help somebody. It's just like your enemy is all right. When the alarm goes off, it's time to go fight that and go figure it out and fire it up.
Exactly. Yeah, and fire it up. It's the worst when you're getting a burning workout in, and the tone goes off, and you're just smoked or gassed on a call.
I know. So how do you fit in workouts? I mean, I know everything's unexpected in the line of duty when you're working, but like let's say you're mid workout huffing and puffing and boom, you got a call, and it's like, I mean, like how do you find the energy to just keep going? Because it's like your shift is a 24-hour shift, right?
Well, yeah, ours is actually 48. So yeah, technically it's 24.
Well, I mean, yeah, you go 24, 24.
Yeah. So it's just what you signed up to do, and then so you know, like that somebody on the other end of the call needs your help or your crew's help. So it just gives you the motivation to get up and do what you're getting paid to do, you know? So it's like whether it's in the middle of the workout, tones go off at night when you're sleeping, you have a job to do, and that's what we signed up to do.
Man, well, you keep on intriguing me to possibly do this one day or move to Reno and see what it's about. Even my cousin just did his interview for a firefighter back in Hawaii. So,
hopefully he gets it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have bloodline family that have been firefighters, but I have really close family friends that have all been firefighters. So there's a long lineage of people that I know that have been firefighters or still are. So
yeah, my grandma's husband's a firefighter, but I'm similar. We're like bloodline wise, I'm the first in my family to do fire.
Well, yeah, because so you're ever since I've known you since 2010, I've got to meet your parents, and your dad is this big farmer out in California, and he does tomatoes, right?
Yeah, he predominantly does tomatoes.
Like he's a big supplier / grower / farmer of tomatoes, and he runs a huge just a huge thing going on. Like
it's a transplant process.
How do you not get involved in the family business?
So we had the option. I love it. I love all aspects of agriculture and what my dad does. The only downside was I would say trying to get away, like you want to go on a vacation, your crop is like all of your plants and your vegetables, your fruit, whatever, those are your babies, those are your kids, and you got to nurture them, grow them, take care of them, and you have to rely on other people to help you. And sometimes that's tough because things happen, things break, they don't go the way that it's expected, and you're investing all of your time, money, energy, effort into that process, and then you're in that area. So like for me, I would have had to stay in Central Valley of California essentially my whole life if I wanted to take on that career. And for me, when I came up to Reno to play baseball, I fell in love with the mountains and Lake Tahoe, the Truckee River, multiple other lakes here. There's a ton of public lands. So out hunting, fishing, just driving around, camping, wherever you want to go is epic. So I loved it out here. And so my dad was like, you got to find what you love to do. Whether it's agriculture, great, I'll help you out there. But if it's not, no harm, no foul. I want you to choose the life that's best for you. So family gave all of our siblings, me, my brother, and my sister, the option to do what we wanted to do. And we just followed our heart and our dreams, and none of it landed in agriculture. So it's sad to be away from it. I love it. I miss it. It is a part of me. It's what made me the way I am today. But I'm just doing the fire thing now.
Yeah, dude, because that's pretty badass. Like, is that your dad's farm? Like, your dad bought the land and expanded into this huge tomato company?
No, so he leases the land, but they rotate crops on the land. So it's not like every year it's guaranteed to be tomatoes on there, but a lot of the times it is. Yeah, a lot of the times it was consecutively tomatoes. So he transplants tomatoes. So it's like you buy the seed, take the seed to the nursery, it grows a little plant, gets delivered to his field on tractor trailers, and then they transplant it in the fields. And he did about 10 to 12,000 acres up and down the valley. And then we've done other stuff too, like hay and corn and things like that.
Do you guys do any Any cattle? Any sort
No
of meat?
livestock or animals. No.
Yeah, no
No,
animals
he
and
grew.
livestock.
He had animals and stuff when he was younger, but never since I've been here.
I mean, your dad's been doing it, I'm going to say, over 40 years.
Yeah, my dad has done it probably close to 55 years now, over 50 years.
Now, was that a family business? Like his dad was doing that and then your dad took over?
So my grandfather, his dad was a farmer. He did a lot of hay or alfalfa, and then later on got into tomatoes. So my dad grew up in FFA, the Future Farmers of America, and he had animals that he raised, and then he started his own business and started branching out and got into the tomato transplant. He did all different kinds, but mostly he landed in the tomato transplanting. And it's not necessarily a family business, but he did do some of it with my grandfather. Yeah.
Man, that's pretty cool because so he's not planting it from seed. He's planting it from the nursery who plants the seed, grows it to like a little bush or plant, a little vine, right? Because isn't a tomato plant like a vine?
Yeah.
So, and then he'll take it and plant 12,000 of those, or in 12,000 acres.
Right.
How many employees does he need for that?
That's a good question. It varies. So he has crews that he works with year round, and then there's crews that rotate seasonally. So it's like if he needs, because there's labor contractors and stuff like that. So they might have, a crew over here that's looking for work, and he's like, okay, I'll hire this crew to come in, and then they're gonna be on these fields in this area, and then I have another crew on a different field, because he's constantly moving machinery and equipment from field to field, or he has multiple fields and operations going on at a time, but it's not like it's year-round work. So it's essentially seasonal to what's going on. So he definitely has the most employees during planting season and harvest, and then intermittently he has like I don't know, 8 to 10 full-time people. And I could be wrong on that number. He'd be over here chewing me out, be like, Garrett.
Hey, Garrett, shut up.
You got to know these things, boy. You know what I mean?
And you're like, Dad, that's why I'm a firefighter.
Yeah, exactly.
So I didn't want no part of running 12,000 acres of land.
Oh my gosh, he crushes it though. He's a stud, and he's still getting after it. He loves doing it.
Bro, that is just mind-blowing and amazing. And I've always thought about having my own farm, mainly like growing stuff, knowing that how crazy and expensive this economy is. It's like I want to start growing my own food. So if I ever do, I hope your dad's around for another 30, 40 years. I can pick his brain.
I hope so. Call him. Hey, he'll get you dialed in. He'll say, well, Breathin', it depends on the soil, and it depends on this. And, oh, yeah.
Because, I've even thought about aquaponics, keep it inside and just do it small and, something. But
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we know.
So yeah, we got a guy there.
We do.
Dude, so we met in 2010.
Yeah.
Summer ball in Humboldt.
Yep.
Humboldt County. When I first got there, I knew it as the weed capital of America.
So did I.
I didn't really, I actually never smoked weed until I got to Humboldt, and some of the guys were like, hey man, try this out. And it knocked me on my ass pretty good a couple of times. But I will say we had a great ass summer playing for the Humboldt Crabs. I think they're still around, right? I think they're still around.
They are. I get their email every year. I want to go up there and check them out sometime.
Bro, so they mailed me a alumni pass that I can go to any game.
What?
This was like years ago, though. Check your email or call them up and be like, hey, I never got my alumni pass, but I have it somewhere. I know I do. I've seen it.
I threw like a CG on a knuckleball with them, or maybe it was against them. I don't even remember.
You did?
I need a pass. Yeah, dude. I threw a C. Actually, it was the year before we played in Humboldt. I threw a CG against them, and I hit the only home run onto the freeway, and I beat them, and I was only throwing a knuckleball and a fastball.
Wait, so you played in that league the year before that I met you?
No, it was a different league. We were called like the Stockton Glory or something like that. And I don't know where they came up with the name because we weren't a glorious team, but we got the job.
I mean, you're pretty glorious throwing a knuckleball, and I'm pretty sure you still can.
Dude, RIP Team Wakefield, but hey,
bro,
things
I just found out Wakefield passed in October? Just this past October? Like I had no idea.
I know, it's terrible. Somebody told me and I got an update and I felt bad because I feel like when I was a kid, he was my inspiration to throw the knuckleball. And then my brother showed me and I just took off from when I was like,
that's why I started messing around with the knuckleball. I loved the Red Sox back when I was a kid playing in Little League and stuff. And I loved Pedro, Wakefield, and Nomar.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like those were my guys. And then, slowly Ortiz and Manny would come.
Yeah.
But, bro, I had no idea. And then I actually looked it up because I saw it on Instagram. I was like, there's no way he's dead. And he died. I think he died because of brain cancer.
Is that what it was?
That's what I read. That's what I read. I heard it was cancer. Yeah. Cancer. I'm not sure brain cancer, but
yeah.
But when's the last time you played some ball?
Oh, we had an alumni game. Dude, it was sick. We got a new coach at Nevada. I think he's doing great things for the program. And he had an alumni game in it was either September or October this past fall.
Early alumni game. Okay.
Yeah. And dude, I got out there. I was warming up. The arm felt so good. And then I carried on too long. And so I went out to play third, and I got like a fungo hit to me or something like that. Or maybe they just threw it across. I don't remember. But I went to throw it, and I like spiked it behind the mound. My arm blew out. Like, oh. And they're like, hey, do you want to play short? And I looked, and I was like, it looks like I'm throwing it way too far. I remember just being able to sling it over there, dude. And then it was depressing to not be able to chuck it over.
It's just duck farts now.
It was straight duck fart, dude. I didn't know where it was.
You should have just saved your arm to pitch.
I know. I threw one in the dugout. It was awful.
Did you guys win?
No, I think we lost like 17-0. Hey,
crap.
I got my freaking front foot down though. That's what our coach used to preach. Get your foot down. Hey, and I hit a laser, dude. I hit a seed right to the second baseman. He's still feeling it though. I heard it hit the palm of his hand.
Bro, you probably hit the only barrel of the day.
Oh, dude, yeah. We had one. Well, there was one alumni kid, and he's still playing like pro ball. And I was like, you shouldn't be able to play right now.
Right? Like, dude, just sit down.
Yeah.
But then I had my alumni game not too long ago, like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I got one of two hits, and mine was an infield hit.
You beat it out.
I beat it out in the first inning, and then we got hitless for like the next 7 innings, and then we finally got a hit in the 8th. So
did you go yard in BP?
No, because dude, you know our field. You can't go yard
serious?
there.
No, I'll go yard. Hey, I'll go yard.
I was also only one using a wood bat. So.
Oh, come on. Reno gets that air that blows east, and I just I put one in the airstream. It felt good to take one out though again. But there was dudes that had these expectations out there that were like 45 that haven't taken BP in 25 years, and they're like, damn, they're pissed. I was like, dude.
Bro, like, you're done. You're done.
Yeah. You're done.
You're a has-been, all right? This is for us to have fun and for them to get their work in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fuck, man.
I thought I was going to get beamed, and I was going to be pissed. And then the first kid was throwing like 93 to 96. And when you haven't seen that in a while, I was like, hey,
it looks like 100.
I was like, I'm going to take a first pitch hack, and I got up there and just froze, and the ball went by, and I was like, all right, I got my timing now.
And in the back of your mind, like, fuck, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like, but I'm hacking for the fence, though.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm going down, I'm hacking big.
Yeah. Even if I get sawed off at the thumbs, dude.
No, it don't matter. Like, just keep that swing going. Don't end it and then break your thumbs off. Just finish the swing.
Yeah, finish the swing every time. Oh, yeah.
So you left. You played one more year, right? When was your last year at UNR?
So I transferred from a junior college. So I redshirted my first year out of high school. I played 1 year at a JC, and then I played for Nevada 2010, 11, 12,
Okay.
2012.
Okay, so me and you did finish together.
Yeah.
Because 11.
You went on because you're a stud, though.
Nah, well, I just got lucky and was persistent, bro. I was like, I'm not going back to school. I'm gonna go play pro ball, and I've been riding it ever since.
Hey, you're living the dream. Don't worry, man. All good. Hey, did you play with Hunter Pence?
No, so that was after I was.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, that was after I was released, so I missed a bunch of games towards the end where they brought in a bunch of cool big leaguers like Hunter Pence and some other guys. But that would have been really cool to,
he was
see him and meet him.
At our dinner this year, and I got to meet him. He's a super nice dude.
Dude, I would love to meet him. He seems like a wild, energetic, fun guy to talk to.
I feel like if I was going to be anybody, if I ever made it to that level, that I would probably emulate him because I didn't have the prettiest swing, but you know what I mean. And he said that too, and it made me crack up because I was like, dude, that's so true.
But I talked to somebody and I was like, dude, how the hell did Hunter Pence stay in the big leagues for so long? It's like, well, because 1, he hustled, 2, he played his heart out, and 3, even though he had the most shittiest swing, he knew what he wanted to swing at, and he was going all out. Every swing was all out. So if he hit it, that ball was hammered.
Yeah.
He never gave up on anything. Like if he's gonna swing, he's swinging for the fence basically.
Yeah.
So that's
what
made him stick around. And I'm like, dude, that's right. Like everyone's trying to perfect the swing now. It's like, dude, it doesn't matter. Just swing and hit the ball hard. And just hustle. Like that's what's gonna make you advance and go on further throughout the baseball career.
Yeah, 100%.
Talent, sure, but come on, Hunter Pence and some other guys that you watch now, it's like, but they play all out and they make it work and they just kind of say, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's the cool part. But another cool one, just to mention some more banana stuff, is John Cena made an appearance.
I saw that. Dude, that cracked me up too. I saw that.
I was a little pissed because I don't watch the games anymore, but I was a little pissed because they showed the highlight of him taking in a bat, and he kind of just messed around. He didn't. I don't believe he swung.
He didn't. I would want him to try to take a swing.
Yeah, dude, go in there and take a hack instead of acting silly and acting. Because that's what he's good at. He's good at entertaining and acting, but go in there and try to get a hit. Go give the fans something to be like, fuck, John Cena could hit a baseball, or at least he tried to hit one.
Yeah.
So I was a little disappointed. Fuck yeah, John Cena came out, but bro, if you're gonna get an at bat and you look dumb as hell in baseball stuff because he's so jacked.
Yeah, I don't want you to walk like he got all short in the box and stuff. I want you to take a hack and throw your back out and try to hit a bomb and see how uncoordinated you look, even though you're a big muscle dude,
Thank you. I want to see a roided out guy swing a damn bat.
Yeah.
Who has probably no baseball ability, but just see you run the base, or at least, just swing and miss.
100%. I agree.
So that's my hot take with John Cena and some more banana stuff. But bro, I think you would have a good time playing.
I'd need to get the arm back in shape. That's my only self-conscious thing right now, is because the shoulder hurts when I throw, just because it's out of shape. But I'd love it, dude. I'd have so much fun.
You would get on because of your following, though. You have such a following, and you create such good content, and now you're also on TikTok creating fishing content.
That's what I'm talking about. I just fired that up.
I love it. You just made one, right? A week ago, 2 weeks, if that.
Yeah.
How many followers?
I don't know. Not very many.
All right. Well, you're gonna get one after this podcast because I'm following. I
Hey,
need to learn how to fish.
I still have to figure it out. Like I'm still learning how to like clip videos and stuff. So I just made my first one the other day, but I see so many out there. I'm like, how do they do that? But once I figure it out, dude, I have all these ideas in my brain. I just gotta know how to put them on the screen.
Well, just know, even though the video, because I get frustrated too. Like when I watch videos, like, oh my gosh, like they make it so cool and clean.
Yeah.
But it's like, bro, so they'll literally be on their phones all day, and it just like, because I've seen it from outside perspective with some of the former teammates that I've had making content, and you just see them on the phone all day, and then when it's time to create, they're probably at the house for like 5 hours editing. Yeah. So it's like
I know where I know.
I'm not looking down on it, but it's like, bro, like you're not living life, but you're making badass content for people to see it, that's the main point, is to showcase, these cool things in life. But as the person creating it, it's like you're not living in the moment, but it's like a give and take.
I struggled with that when I came off the show because it was like all these brands hit you up and they want you to do stuff, and it's like nobody really gets like how much work goes into it, how much filming, the frustration. You feel like you got to sound a certain way. Like right now it's genuine, we're having a conversation, I'm comfortable talking to you, but then someone brings a product to you and they're like, I need you to hit A through Z on this, know this product like inside and out, we're going to pay you for this, we want you to believe in it. It's such a short, quick thing, and there's so much filming, frustration, things that go into it. And I was like, dude, I didn't go on the show to like fall into this lifestyle. So I struggled with that for like a couple years. I like hated doing paid ads. I was like, I want to get into fire. That was my main goal. So once I did that, now it's like I'm finally feeling good here. Right. And now I go back and start just taking out the things I want to do. So that's why I'm starting to get on more platforms, film a little more. I did enjoy like editing videos, but some of that.
But it takes time. It takes time. It's hard work. It takes time. Hey, but my only suggestion with content, because I'm still doing it, make raw videos and just post it. Like make a 10-second video of fishing, or like take a 5-minute video that you took and then just watch it over and take out the best 10 to 15 seconds, and boom, like you have your video short. Like don't edit that 10 to 15 seconds, just clip that out and then post it, and you put a trending song or a trending soundbite.
I think that's great advice, because I kind of did that with some of this other one. This was the first time I was filming myself, and I didn't think I liked the way I talked, but my buddy was like, dude, you say so much funny stuff when we're out there. Just play that. And I was like, no, it sounds stupid. Like people are going to think it's so dumb. They're like,
no, bro, people love dumb.
Like, they're like, we're laughing the whole time. Other people are going to laugh. So I was just trying it out, and they're like, dude, just whatever you're saying, you're like little habits that you have. I whistle all the time. I'm always like, hey, like that. So that was in the video, firing it up. I said that a million times, but we have fun. We joke around a lot, and they're like, people, it's better than just
people
like
will gravitate to like authenticity. So you just keep it authentic. And then if you really don't like your voice, I know TikTok and Instagram, mainly TikTok though, I think you can choose like a sound bite to, like, you can make your voice sound like a squirrel, or stuff like that. Like you can change your voice.
It's not that I don't like my voice. It's just weird when you hear yourself talk back.
Well, no, that's what it is. It's because I hate, like, the way I hear myself now isn't what I hear when I like listen to the playback. I'm like, dude, I sound like a retard.
You gotta clip that piece out.
I gotta clip anything out.
But yeah.
Hey, all right. So you mentioned a little bit of it, and I remember you told me the story, but tell everyone what made you apply for the show for the Bachelorette?
I would say, all right, so the full raw thing is that I never watched the show, didn't want to be on it, anything like that. My sister-in-law watched the show, and they were like, you should apply to be on that show. And I was like, I don't want to apply to be on that show. Everyone's fake. This is my thought on it initially. I was like, everybody's fake on there. I don't know anything about it, blah, blah, blah. And my brother's like, dude, you got to sign up. It's probably, he's like, what's the chances? He's like, nothing bad comes out of like signing up for it. You never know what'll happen and things like that. So I'm like, I don't want to do it. And then it was like Easter and we were drinking and I came back and I was like, they were hounding me. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to sign up to get them off my back. So I think I signed up. And when I do stuff, I do it like full in, like I'm all in on it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And, so I apply, send them the screenshot. Like I applied and they're like, okay, so it got them off my back for a while. And then like 6 months later, I got a call and they're like, it was a lady. I thought it was a joke. I thought my brother was pranking me or something and had some chick call me and say, hey, are you still interested in being on the Bachelorette? And so I called him and he's like, that wasn't me. I swear, call him back. So I called back and they're like, yeah, if you're still single, we'll send you a packet. And I was like, great. So they sent me a packet and I was like, no way, dude. And I just went through everything, just tried to be as genuine as possible through the entire process, thinking I was never going to make it to the next round. And then it just led up to me being on the show. And I stayed that way the whole show. Like I was never nervous or worried about getting sent home. I was just enjoying the process, the experience, having fun, living life, and also being like mind blown that a guy that never watched the show or had any interest in being on it just landed on it. Unreal.
Well, you end up winning it somehow. I never watched it. I only knew you were on it from maybe towards like the last 2 episodes. Like
yeah.
Someone was like, "Oh yeah, Garrett's like in the top 2." I was like, "Garrett who?" "Oh, Yrigoyen or something." I was like, "No freaking way." So I Googled it and it was like, "You're on the show."
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look it up on YouTube or something and have to see some of these episodes that you're in and see if you're being honest here and saying that you're authentic and just being your normal self.
Hey, I was, dude. I'm telling you. Maybe I was a little nervous on camera because it was my first time, but for the most part, it was just being myself 100%.
Bro, you living with 12 other guys to start. Obviously, one went home the first night, right?
Dude, it was 28 guys, I think, the first night.
Oh, 28 the first night. And then how many go home on that first night?
I can't remember the number scheme exactly, but I think like at least 8 went that first night. I think they narrowed it down to 20 or something like that.
Damn. What was your pickup entrance?
I came in a minivan filled with orange slices, diapers, car seats, soccer balls, and I wanted to do a burnout on the driveway. So they let me take the van earlier that day and practice. And I was like, oh, perfect. And they're like, okay, but there's going to be people standing around a camera with a huge boom. The driveway will be wet. And when I pulled in, I go to drive up and the boom's like in your face.
Oh, so you couldn't see.
Yeah. And then I was like, there's no way I'm going to skid because I had like this nervous thought, like if I break something, it's going to be on me. And I sure as hell can't afford it. Yeah. So I just pulled up and I did like a hard brake at the end. So it kind of made like a, like I almost bounced off the steering wheel. It gave me a second to gather my thoughts. And then I gave like a 2 to the horn. And I introduced myself. I made sure to say what my name was and line. And then I was like, I want to be a family man one day. So this is a look at our life. And it was like a minivan.
So how long did you think of this leading up to like, okay, you're on the show, you got to think of an entrance now? Like what made you think of a minivan and all the crap in the car, the oranges and soccer balls?
So my original entrance, I didn't know you could choose. Like I said, I didn't watch the show, so I didn't know you could even choose any of that. And the handlers that come around before producers, and they're like, what's your thought on your grand entrance? And I'm like, well, I love fly fishing. I got this fly and I had some corny line coming out like, oh, like, I don't remember what it was. I heard you like this and favorite color's red. So I wanted you to remember that I'm a fly guy. I don't know what it was. It was something super corny. And they're like, how would you feel about, like, we have these options, like we have a minivan. And I was like, oh, 100%. I was like, I'll do it. They're like, you'll do that? I was like, yeah.
I love that.
Do that. So I was able to like get the minivan and go do that.
So when you exit out of the car, does all the oranges and balls fall out of the car and stuff? Or like how?
No, because it wasn't like a push to open door. I had to open the door and slide it open, and they didn't fall out because they were only able to get as many as like possible, but they didn't get enough to make it to where like it overflowed. It would have been better if the doors open and it fell out.
Well, I didn't know you were driving. So if you weren't driving, somebody else was driving, did the skid. I was thinking you come out the sliding door and all this crap is coming out with you, and and that's how she sees you. But
that would have been legit.
Either way, it's a win-win.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you walk into a house full of guys, and you live in that house for a month?
No, it was shy of a month. I believe we were in there like 10 days to 2 weeks, and then we moved on. Yeah, and then you move on to the next city. Because from what I remember, it was we had 2 group dates and 2 single dates, and then so that took like, and then interviews and reshoots and all that, and I feel like that took like a week to 10 days.
So the full show from the time you get casted is how many days, or like how many months? Like all the way to the end of you getting picked to a couple days later with all the extra interviews and stuff?
3 months.
Okay.
About 3 months. Yeah.
And is that a constant three months of you on set?
Yeah, I mean, you're with them. You don't have a phone. You don't have music.
Right. You're basically MIA through technology, but you're and it's not live, right? Because they show the show after the show's done or after filming.
Correct. You got it. Yeah. Yeah. But it was like, I think we got done filming like the beginning of May. Then we got to spend an extra week together in May. And then I flew home, and it was like 2 weeks later was the first day it aired. Like episode 1 was the end of May or early June.
Okay, and you sign your life away just like everyone else of not talking while the show is going on, right?
Right, exactly.
I mean, you couldn't even tell your parents. I mean, like, are you with her while the show is on TV?
Yeah. Like, so, they set
like,
up.
How do you guys hide from paparazzi, basically?
I mean, I didn't really think about it, but I didn't have to. I feel like I was living in Reno. I don't know how much paparazzi there is out here. For when we went to like LA, you'd stay in like houses together and stuff like that for a week during the show, and they would have somebody pick you up at the airport and then take you to a house that you have no idea what the address is or anything like that, and then you stay together, and then they have somebody pick you up and take you back to the airport. So you're never like together in public. You're only together private. Yeah, that's how they keep them hidden.
So you're sworn to secrecy, and the way the who is it, CBS? Who's the company? ABC. And then the way they control what they can control, they like put you in certain situations and whatever. Yeah. Dude, that's crazy to live in secrecy though for like what, another 2 months is the show when it airs?
Yeah,
because it's only once a week, right? It's only
it ended in May, and the finale was like August 1st or 2nd or something like that, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2 months.
Wow.
June and July.
And did you know that was going to change your life, though? I mean,
no, I had no
being
idea.
on that show and then winning it, like, changes your whole life. Like, social media goes up, like, endorsements coming in, appearances, so like celebrity status. Like, was it fun? Was it kind of shocking? Was it mind-blowing? Was it frustrating? Like, what was that like?
All of it.
Life after the show.
Yeah, all of it. So the finale comes and goes, and they're like, you're on a red eye, and we're going to fly you straight to New York, and you're on Good Morning America. You're going to do Ryan Seacrest, all these other shows. And I'm like, dude, I'm about to be with Michael Strahan, Ryan Seacrest, all these people you've always watched on TV, and they seem like untouchable, like you'll never meet them or get close to them. And now you're like in the same room as them, having a conversation with them, meeting them. So that was like wild, thinking like, how is this like me? I'm just a normal dude. I didn't even, I'm still a normal dude. I don't want this to change who I am. I don't want this to change where I came from. I'm going to keep the same friends that I had before. I'm not seeking like fame or anybody else, or like these friends that might have a higher status in the celebrity world. So to me, it was just like, I treated it like anything else. It was like, it's just a person on the other side that you're talking to. Yeah, it's great. And maybe they have a huge background, but to me, I never looked at them like, I don't know. It was almost like a job. Like I'm going to do an interview, so I have a job to do, and then it was like done. So people would be like freaked out, like, I can't believe you just met Michael Strahan. We're on Good Morning America, or Ryan Seacrest, and all this other stuff. And I was like, I don't even know. It was kind of like a blur, because it happens like bang, 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 like one after the other, and then I just go back to my normal life. I go back home, but I never like fantasized about it or anything in terms of like, I need to be on the show, and then I go home and I got hung up on it. It's just like I moved on to the next thing. I honestly couldn't wait to be over.
You're just living in the moment. That was it. You just go back. You're just waiting for the call, just like you are now at work. You're waiting for a call. It's like, okay, I got to go do this.
Yeah.
And then you get done with that. Then it's like, okay, now I get to go home and do whatever I want.
Right.
Were you getting? Is this was this a job you were getting paid for through like endorsements, or was ABC paying you for anything?
No, ABC. No, I don't. You don't get paid for anything. There's
nothing.
Nothing. You have like a media tour obligation or whatever. So it's like, I don't know what it'd be, but that's part of your contract that you sign off on. Like if you win, you got to do these. Oh
things. Shit.
Yeah. But you're not getting paid anything for it. I mean, like I told anybody else where it was like, you're doing the most top of the line things on the show. And to me, it's like a trade. You're trading getting paid for an experience that you wouldn't be able to probably, for most of us, afford on any other given day or be able to do. You know what I mean? Like,
because ABC is providing everything, right?
Everything. Yeah. So it's like you're staying, but to me, that's how I looked at it, where other people are like, we should be getting paid for this. And I'm like, well, you signed up for it knowing that you don't get paid for it. So why should all of a sudden they pay you when you're
why should you be compensated extra? Yeah.
Because everybody wants stuff for free, Yeah.
Don't we all? But dude, that mindset is unreal to have. Like 1 out of a billion would have that mindset, and only you would. Like you're living in the moment, just knowing like, no, I'm grateful for this experience, and I'm just gonna enjoy it because like you said, it's a trade-off. This is like, I signed up for this, and I'm getting everything for free. So why do I need to be getting paid for something that I know in real life probably would have never happened to me if I never tried this?
Yeah, and the people that I met and the experiences I got to do that came from it, and even like the deals, like, yeah, the deals were great for like the first 2 years, and then you could keep going with them, which some people do, and they do amazing. They create their own business out of them, but that was never a goal of mine or like a vision or anything. And I know you adapt and people change and whatever, life happens, but for me, I always knew that I wanted to do this and get in the fire. So it was like I was never that stoked on that lifestyle for that long, and I was already immediately like getting my EMT, starting with like interview stuff, ride along, station visits. I knew I wanted to get into this career. So
you had a dream and a plan, and you set forth on it, and that's what you're living now. Like you're living the life you want, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
And not many people can say that, going from this fame and celebrity status of winning the prestigious Bachelorette or Bachelor, You know, I feel I've got to meet one girl. Her name's Michelle. She's a black girl. She won the Bachelor or maybe the Bachelorette.
Yeah.
I got to meet her once. I want to say she was on a fairly recent one a couple years ago.
Okay.
But she's still on that whole like celebrity train. I feel, and she's, you know, trying to see how far she can take it with the whole, you know, celebrity status. But knowing you, it's like, okay, I did the show. Now can I go back to my regular life?
Yeah.
You know, like I want to go be a firefighter.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't even have left Reno to go down there. I mean, we compromised. She wanted to go to LA. My brother lived in like Carlsbad, Oceanside area. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'll go there, but I'm not going to go to LA because it's just not me. It's like,
LA is not you, bro.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, not to say I have friends that live there and they're awesome people, but it's just like, not me. Hold on. Let's see if it's my call.
6.
Oh, I got a call.
Frequency assignment.
Shoot!
Respond 5067 South McCarran Boulevard.
Oh.
Unit 2, District 6.
To go?
Yeah.
6. Respond 5067.
I gotta answer a call.
Boulevard.
See?
Unit 2.
Well, answer it on the podcast. Can you do that? Or
yeah,
you have
right.
to like go?
I have to go.
All right, dude. Well, I appreciate you being on this.
Yes, thank you.
I was gonna get to the whole marriage part of you and Alex and wedding in Hawaii. We can do it on a second podcast, but dude, go save lives. Thank you again on the No Filter Network. Garrett Yrigoyen, everybody. Thank you, bro.
Thank you. Love you. See you. Gotta go.
Love, man. Love you.
Peace
later.
out. Love you too. Yeah. Fired up.
Fired up.